Ladies and gentlemen, have a seat. We're gonna pull back the curtain on some comedy. Sit back, relax, and chat with us. Collab on a piece that will perform as we perfected all the intricacies line by line. We'll take it one joke at a time. With Michael Copenhaver and Spike McCulley. Oh, God, the producer, he's a real OG. Oh, yeah, I'm ready for one joke at a time.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Saturday at 11 in the morning. We are live on Time, Season 2, taking care of our house, keeping shit in order. So far, going swimmingly. Spike, good morning, brother. How you doing?
What up, man? How's it going, everybody?
Just another Saturday. Remind everybody what we're going to do today.
We're going to build a joke from a bare premise and just see where it goes. Sometimes it practically leaves the original premise. Sometimes it just stays very grounded. You never know where it's going to go, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Jonathan Hamill, good morning. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Got anything special lined up to throw in today? Producer extraordinaire.
No.
Excellent. Spike, what's today's premise?
We're gonna start with handsome versus ugly on this one. I think probably all the shit you're just that the pretty people are privy to. You know what I mean? I witness this every time I go somewhere with my wife, firsthand. It's kind of where this comes from for me, because she's all bubbly and cute, and you watch her get to say and do things that it's wow. Not in a million fucking years would anyone ever let me act like that and then just be like, it's okay, sweetheart, we get it.
Example.
I'm not going that deep into the rabbit hole on this one yet. You're trying to get me in trouble right now. I see how that is. He does this. Here's an inside peek for the one joke at a time crowd. Mike likes to set me up in conversation. He'll bring up something where he knows I'm going to have a certain point of view. And then the second I have it, he's like, man, you shouldn't feel that way around your wife. And then she's like, yeah. And she gets to ride his band. He sets that trap up just to watch me fall in it. And now he's trying to do it on air because he's a dick.
Hey, I like to watch people squirm, even the ones I love.
He'll set this up. So
I enjoy watching the discomfort of others. If that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
Look at the whole drinking thing when you're handsome versus when you're ugly. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like that real quick. If it's a handsome guy, he gets painted as like a James Bond type figure. You know what I mean? He slides in, he's all kind of drunk and handsome and funny, and whenever he has sex with a chick, it's consensual and such. If you're the ugly guy, and that girl just happens to drink enough to sleep with you nowadays, you slide in, you're first off, the drinking, you're well, that's Billy, and he just has a drinking problem. You know what I mean? He's here every Tuesday, if you catch what I'm saying. And then Billy finally gets one girl drunk enough to sleep with him. And the next thing you know, Billy's in prison on some Me Too type shit because he's not a handsome guy. She wasn't proud of the moment.
The handsome guy was buying you drinks and you were having a great time. The ugly guy was plying you with drinks to break down your willpower. Buying versus plying. I'm telling you, that's the way they get you in the wording every time.
I feel like it's the exact same thing either way. There's no way to look at it. It's just one of them you enjoy a little bit more and you want it to happen so you don't go around bitching about it.
That's for sure. And let's also not forget that ugly men versus ugly women, two completely different lives.
Yes.
Ugly men are doomed always and forever. Ugly women still have a vagina.
I mean,
Yeah.
that is a solid fallback plan. Like, it's always good to just have like an extra pussy around. I mean, you ever find a pussy in a trash can? It's not like anyone ever throws their pussy out.
Thankfully, no.
You never find
That's an episode of CSI I missed.
Dude, I'd be rich.
But it's a good fallback plan.
Shit. Damn.
Like, if you're an ugly dude, it's like if you're an ugly dude, what's your fallback plan? The guitar?
Yeah, if you're
Guitar,
only
be funny,
pick, you can always
have a great personality or a bitchin' job with a hot car.
Or just a hog?
well, and just in general, like a woman can just, give up on life and post up in somebody else's.
Yeah.
I can't do that as a guy.
Not in a lot of cases. Not in a lot of
You had a
cases.
big hog.
Or I guess you can more these days. There are these guys just like, just fine. I don't care who does what, but it's crazy. These fucking
No man loves you more than a dude who needs a place to stay, baby.
right?
Baby, I love you. And I love all your kids. Like, everyone come around as a family. Everyone enjoyed this moment right here before she kicks me out because I was fucking the neighbor. It's always that guy, right? It's always that guy that moves into the housing apartment and then like that chick's willing to take care of him and work. And then for some reason he fucks a girl like 2 doors down from where he was at.
Yeah, because men are stupid. Specifically, men are generally really freaking stupid.
Like, he couldn't even go down the block.
Well, no, he wants to keep an eye on it to make sure no one else is hitting that too. That's his now.
That's fucking weird.
That's how men think, though. Tell me I'm wrong. That's how men think. They're like, well, I'm the only one that's going to be cheating around here.
Well, you know what?
Ain't no way I'm putting up with that bullshit that I do.
It goes both ways, though. There's women that do that shit too.
Yeah, they're pretty though. We're talking about uglies.
Oh, that's fair.
I feel like most of my favorite musicians.
Michael Stevenson says there's no handsome homeless, and that's where I'm going to disagree. I saw a very handsome homeless man once. It was in Boston, a higher class of homeless up there, Michael.
Someone got a handy from a homeless guy.
Just a sturdier group of men. He was from a Vikings.
Did he spit in his hand like he does when he washes your fucking windows?
Yeah.
And the way the sun was glistening off
Did he
the
wash your
chair.
windows too?
I sat there half plump in my car thinking, I hope this guy doesn't rob me.
Another thing that annoys me about handsome people is why do they always get shit for free? People just want to give things away to people who already have it made. Like celebrities, for instance, right? You're a super hot celebrity. You go to a restaurant, you eat for free. You can afford it.
Right.
Give that food to somebody else.
You don't have to. You're a
It is
celebrity.
rare, Michael. Like I said, I saw it once and once only. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. And if you're watching on the replay, thanks for checking us out. Don't forget, drop your comments as we're building the beats to the joke. We will use what you guys say in our bit.
I feel like the ugly have an advantage talent wise though, dude. Like all my favorite musicians are like typically ugly people. Like I like Tom Petty. That's an ugly dude. Steven Tyler, when he's with Aerosmith, he's great. That's an ugly fucking man. Like, let's just be for real. Fucking Mick Jagger was ugly. Every one of the Scorpions was like a fat Guido little fucking like ugly dude. Like let's just be for real. Start lining them up, dude. There are not
ugly. You have to have a talent. When you're pretty, that is your talent. Think about it. It's true. How many super handsome or super beautiful people, right, that you've ever known, and not just seen, known in your life, had real skills, real applicable skills? Very few, I imagine, because they're used to having shit handed to them all the time because they were pretty in school, so they were popular. Popular people got everything.
That sounded like a cry for help.
Hey, man, I didn't always look like this. The years have not been kind to me, sir. You have more time to practice because nobody wants to hang out with them.
Yeah, he's right. That dude made a conscious decision at 13 years old when puberty took off for everyone. Like, I've got to learn how to fucking do this or I will never get any.
Yeah, that's right.
And he focused on a craft, and the music was great. Now we focus on putting pretty people up there. We synthesize it, and it's fucking a bunch of horse shit and garbage anymore.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Just put 5 beautiful people together with mediocre skills. Call them a super band.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the internet dating made it too easy to fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's what happened. Like, it's too easy for ugly people to reach out and just fuck other ugly people in pursuit of their hot person. You know what I'm saying? So now no one's focusing on getting like a real talent, like playing the bitchin' guitar or being like the best drummer. Like it just, the pool dropped a lot because you can literally just like reach out on the internet, fuck an ugly person down the hallway and come home like, I'm going to watch TV. Fucking nothing.
I don't know about that one. But we're writing it down. It is easy. See, I don't know, man. I think
internet dating,
being ugly, nothing is easy.
See, I think internet dating made being ugly and fucking easy, but it also made it harder for people to settle. Like, there was a point in time in history when women were comfortable settling with what was around their area. You know what I mean? Like, they were like, yeah, Joe's a farmer, but he's the best farmer in my area. And they would shack up with Joe the farmer. Nowadays, they're like, fuck farming. I ain't doing none of that shit. I seen this dude on TV. He's got a yacht. Why ain't you got a yacht? Where the fuck's your yacht at, Joe? Why are we in the middle of fucking nowhere, Joe, when we could have a yacht?
Well, that's wealth and handsome are 2 different things. I don't care how ugly you are. You got a ton of money, chicks will dig you. I mean, your money.
Yeah, that's actually something that I like to point out. Is like, to a degree, as a guy, you can kind of make your own number.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're ugly as shit and you don't have a skill, well, hopefully you're going to work really hard and make a whole lot of scratch, because that's the only way you get that hot car. And then beautiful women, you know, will randomly give you a hand job in it because they just wanted to take a drive in a Maserati.
Is the hot car really still the thing, though? Like, I feel like most chicks are willing to bang for
I feel like no matter what, it never hurts. Nobody ever goes like, yeah, it was kind of bullshit. He had this real nice car. I'm not fucking any guys, but I know I'd remember if one of y'all had a fucking really nice car.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like I was reading this deal where most kids don't even go out to get their license anymore because Uber and shit's so prevalent. They just Uber places now. I don't even know if the car's a thing. It's becoming more like Europe in that.
That's why prostitution should be legal and Uber drivers could be the modern pimp.
This would be one of the easiest things to do in public. Have 3 random dudes, all super handsome, show up in 3 random cars. 1 jalopy, 1 mid-grade car, and then 1 fucking Maserati or Lambo or something bullshit like that, or a Jag. And watch that Jag work 9 out of 10 times. Put an ugly dude in the Jag, still working 8 out of 10 times. 8 out of 10.
Right. She'd at least be like, I mean, I can go to dinner.
And a lot of people still drive. I think Uber is more or less for the responsible drunk to not get a DUI.
I'm just saying, man. A lot of young kids don't even fuck with their license anymore because it's so prevalent if you're in an area, especially like mine in Canton. You know what I mean? You're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Of course, the kids aren't Ubering really unless they're drunk. Probably cost them $40 to go somewhere and back. Out here, it's like a $3 trip.
I know Uber's expensive out here, but I live in the country. Handsome and ugly. Cars, do they matter? And I say yes.
Yeah, it helps. Everything helps though. I mean, why do you think guys like put big fucking expensive pieces of like fucking platinum and gold and shit around their neck and their wrist and shit? Like, do you really need that? No, but it helps. It's flair. You got a peacock. You got a peacock, bro.
Oh, I didn't flare.
You got to spread your fucking feathers however you're going to spread them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm here. Put some pussy on me.
Everything's too easy for handsome people, and it pisses me off. Handsome, beautiful people, everything is so easy for them.
Well, that's
like
that's just
two
your
different
opinion because you're ugly.
There's two different court systems. The handsome guy in court made a mistake one time. That ugly dude is going to prison. Think about it. You got that look. It's like, oh, he looks like a mad dog psycho. Prison for him. But
Yeah,
you, Tom Brady,
when I'm on the bench, man, I'm like, dude, I can't go to prison. I'm too pretty.
But there's some truth to that. What the fuck was that dude that was killing all them women out in San Francisco and California in the 70s? What the fuck's his name?
You're talking about Ted Bundy, I'm sure.
Yeah,
People
he was
loved him
considered
because he was handsome and smart. And they knew he was the killer, and they didn't care. He got married in prison awaiting his sentencing.
That's insane.
That is, the power of pretty. People are always going to be stupider than you are pretty.
I think the main difference that happens in that is like you said, okay, Ted Bundy's considered handsome, so he's getting married in jail, knowing what he is. John Wayne Gacy was like a big ugly dude that dressed like a clown.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's even a fundamental difference that happens in your mind whenever you recognize the fact that you're fucking ugly. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm covering this shit up with all this clown makeup and I'm killing pretty people from now on. Fuck them. They belong.
How screwed up is that mentality, though? Like you were saying, Bundy gets married in prison. He's a murderer. Meanwhile, there are trolls out there who can't get a single date, and they've killed nobody.
Right.
Absolutely zero murders.
Maybe they should try it. Maybe that's their missing link. Like that they missed that bus. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, all you got to do is go out and shiv somebody one time, and these chicks will be all over you. 5 to 7, easy.
There is jailhouse. No. It's called
3 hots and a cot, baby.
Prison Mates or something like that. It's a website designed to match up singles with their desirable inmate.
That's weird.
I know. That's America, bro.
You're like, you know what I need? I need a man that I can't see that's totally dependent on me for everything for at least the next 2 years. And when he gets out, I'm going to fuck the shit out of him. Even after he's smacked.
He's going to love me because I was there for him when no one else was. Yeah, that doesn't work.
It's so weird. Like, I'm going to trap me a person. I'm going to trap me a person that's already been trapped.
That's already in a cage. Yes.
Oh, the webs we weave.
People are the worst, man. Other people, worst part of life.
Yes.
So
where else in life does being handsome versus being ugly cause problems?
Everything. I don't know.
That's a nice specific example. Thanks for all the help, Jonathan.
Well, look at the workplace.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I've said a lot of fucking HR offensible shit to fucking women and never got in trouble. I know that I'm not incredibly handsome, but I'm not incredibly creepy looking either.
I feel like some of that comes with age too, right? Like a lot of them dudes, they don't recognize like how old and creepy they are anymore. Like, okay, like
lying, dude. Watch Facebook. Go to any hot girl's page. When she changes her picture, and all the creepers 20 plus years older than her. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Tell me how fast you can get wet. It's like that to them is the line that's going to melt that girl's heart and make her his.
Morning, beautiful.
Every time. Creepy, creepy, creepy. That's why I love that this is going out on Facebook. If you're 20 years older than somebody, don't say that shit because you're a gross, disgusting fucking pig.
It's
The more you know.
I think it's one of those things that could be subtle for you, though, like hard to catch as a man, right? Like if you're cusping, whether or not you're the creeper, like the ugly guy, like what if you're just like a moderate dude, right? And you're right on the cusp of like you're handsome-ish as you're younger, but as you age, it starts to go toward the ugly. Like shit hasn't been working toward your favor. So the thing
That's when you go into comedy. You're talking about me.
So the things that you used to be able to say in the workplace that were like he's funny, I might think about sucking his dick, are now considered like, I'm taking this dick to the HR department right now. You know what I'm saying?
You have to work on a regular basis.
And I think it's the point that we're making, Michael. Handsome people get away with everything.
But what about the guy that was on the cusp? Like, we need to have like a buffer there, right? Like, we need to like install like a workplace rule, like, okay, men from the ages of 50 to 55, here's your 5-year buffer. You're no longer allowed to walk up and talk about your dick to random chicks at the workplace. Like, it's not going to work anymore. No one wants
at any age you're not supposed to do that in the workplace.
Huh?
I'm almost positive at any age you're not supposed to do that in the workplace.
But at certain ages, you can get away with it.
Yeah,
you do.
I have a picture I showed all sorts of women.
Damn it, Andrew.
No, you want to see it?
No.
Did you, as a baby, naked in the tub?
Absolutely not.
I mean, it still looks like that, but no. I'm a grown man.
In a diaper.
It's my 18th birthday. So
am I like the only dude that doesn't carry around a picture of himself from high school?
I don't have a picture
I don't.
from high school.
I don't either.
I don't.
So it's along at work. It's along the lines of sexual innuendo if you're handsome, but it's sexual harassment for the ugly.
Right. That's basically where it ends up lining out, right?
I believe so.
I feel like it affects your money too. It affects your ability to climb in like a corporate atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, because who wants Ugly Joe up in the room with me?
Fucking Mike. No, Michael.
I don't like people named Michael.
I don't either.
I like people named Michelle, like this one that's on the show with us. Michelle Copenhaver.
So,
okay.
Which one you went over versus sexual harassment?
Back to where I was.
How else does it affect you at work?
Stevenson made me laugh. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to fucking bust out and laugh. That literally made me laugh. I think it affects your ability to move up within the corporation too, because like again, if you fuck up, if you're the handsome guy, they're like, but it's it's Scott. He's a good guy. And the girls are like, yeah, we like Scott. If you fuck up as the ugly guy, they're like, yeah, fuck that troll-looking Ron Jeremy-looking motherfucker. Get him out of here. What's happening right now? Like, why'd you hire him to begin with?
Can you believe what he said to Stacy?
Yeah, like, so it ends up affecting your money too and how high you climb because people are willing to accept shit from pretty, like, you know what I mean? From a more handsome fucking whatever. Like, I don't know. Again, it's one of those things, like, a boob job's almost as good as your college degree.
Almost.
Yeah,
What's that? You don't have talents, just have tits.
We live in a generation where fucking doing squats on TikTok is now considered a talent. Squats are not a talent. I don't give a fuck if you have yoga pants on or not. They're not a goddamn talent, people. Squats are what you do before you do an event and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, squats are what you do in preparation for something that takes a talent.
Yeah. You can't turn exercising into a goddamn career.
Well, it's not even like powerlifting.
You can't lie. You can't fake results. I mean, apparently you can turn that into a career because these bitches, they did. OnlyFans, man.
That's mind-boggling.
It's
Yeah,
shame
I mean,
on us.
I've spent more than $20 on
the
a.
average man.
It's
Speaks
shame
to the
on
level
us.
of desperation.
Shame on you if you're one of the people out there giving that bitch $5 to look at her ass in yoga pants while she does squats. Fucking shame on you.
That's a troll, dude. He's got no hope.
He's got hope. Go out, you go do your fucking squats, and then someone will want to fucking touch your penis. That's how shit works. Do reps, or what is it? Like, fuck, God damn it, Jonathan. I'm just saying. You could pay for it. Like, why are you paying money to watch a chick do squats? Watch her do fucking gymnastics. Pay for the actual fucking talent.
I'm not. I'm just not
Pay for
knocking the
ass
hustle.
and fucking yoga pants.
I ain't knocking the hustle.
I am. We got to quit setting the bar so low. It's the same thing with
that's
chicks,
not
dude.
hustle. That's showing
It's
your
all
ass.
right, man. I've spent more than $20 on a chick's meal and not got fucking nude pictures of her for a month.
But she was an actress first, Michael.
It's the same damn thing. Like if fuck. You guys take it.
It's the same thing as what?
Hey, it's the same thing as a handyman. A handyman will go, and fix your, shit in your house, and a woman will send you pictures of her pussy while you're at work. You pay one, and then you pay the other.
It's the flip side of the lowering of the bar that we were just bitching about being able to bang a dude that fucking doesn't go do anything. It's the same damn thing. It's like skinny jeans, right? Like women, you lowered the bar so much that dude can walk around looking like 2 scoops of vanilla bullshit in girls' pants and no one calls him out on it anymore. Why did he get to make it out of the store in those jeans? They clearly are not flattering. Why did not some chick look at him, laugh, shame him into going in there and changing his damn pants into ones that fit? Like, what the fuck happened?
Bring back shaming.
A certain amount of shame is good. Why do you mow your grass? So that your neighbors don't think you're a lazy piece of shit. That's why. There's some things that you should kind of feel bad about. That's your normal mind telling you that you're fucking something up in your day-to-day, that something needs fixed.
So, what's the frame here? The frame of shame.
I don't know. Every time I take this path, it ends up with blank stares of horror if I go this route on stage. This is a touchy one for me because I get going off on that like it's like that like my 400-pound life type shit, right? Like you watch this 600-pound man sit there and he's like, I'll do anything to lose the weight except work out and eat right.
Yeah. If he was willing to do anything, he wouldn't have made it that size anyway.
And you sit there and you're like, how is this the fucking mindset of people? How do we get to the point to where we have to cover you in a bed sheet, cut the roof off your fucking house, and have a crane pick you up and out of it to get you fucking motivated?
You got to ease people into things. Sometimes you got to lube it up.
I'm not trying to Crisco him through the door, Jonathan.
Cover them in butter.
Well, actually, there's a different product that I would suggest.
There's a show called what is it? My 600-pound life or something like that.
I don't know. This took a weird fucking turn. Let's get back to the funny. Well, I mean, it's not pretty what we're talking about right now. This is
it's handsome versus ugly. Sometimes ugly is overweight.
Sometimes, but sometimes ugly or sometimes pretty or handsome can be chubby. You know what I'm saying? Dad bods are in.
Who is that? Who's the singer chick? She's always getting grief over being heavy, and I think she's absolutely gorgeous.
Pink.
No. She's a Brit. 27.
Oh. How is this the fucking mindset?
All right, to backtrack. We've got handsome drunk versus ugly drunk. Handsome versus ugly, cars, talent, and skills and such, versus
How
needing
do we
nothing
get
at
to a
all.
point where we have to cover you in a bed sheet?
We got handsome versus ugly in court. Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy as examples. We mentioned the inmate matching service. I don't know where that came from. Handsome versus ugly at work. Sexual innuendo if you're handsome. Sexual harassment if you're ugly. And handsome versus ugly having talent or having nothing to go for you whatsoever. So how many successful, we were talking about, I think the last time we were enjoying it, it was, we were talking about not TikTok. What was the other one? OnlyFans. How many successful, ugly OnlyFans people are there?
I don't know, man. I feel like it's probably a thing of God damn it, I can't say it. Like I'm gonna just change the word. Like it's like a location things to your fans. You know what I mean? Like, are you popular in your city? Are you popular on your block? Like it I feel like that has like a range, you know what I mean? Because men are very much
Thank you, Leslie Huntley. Adele is who I was looking for.
men are very much like a proximity creature. Like that number increases due to your proximity and the likelihood that that dude is to bang, right? So like say like that chick is like really considered like a 6. If she's on a bar stool and drunk next to you, she's now an 8. Because the proximity is close enough and the probability of fucking her increases, which increases the number.
That's not true for everybody, but yes, there's a lot of truth to what you're saying. And the inverse of that, if he's ugly and drunk beside, if he is ugly and drunk beside you, he goes from an 8 to a 6 to a 4 to a 3.
Yeah, it's the
Because
same thing.
Just being a guy, the probability of being able to screw you is pretty high.
Right. So I feel like you can judge how like pretty the world perceives you by like how far your fans span from your fans only account. Like if you took your center location and it's only within like 6 blocks of you that you're getting paid from, these dudes are just looking to fuck. And the chances are is you're not the chick you think you are, or the dude, or the whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? Like label.
Listen, when's the last time you were a bar hopper? Let me ask you this: when's the last time you were a bar hopper?
Me?
Yeah, how many years ago?
Besides like comedy?
Yeah. Like when did you hang out in bars last?
My early 20s.
Right. Same here. Mid 20s. I had pool leagues and stuff. Once I got married and shit, that was the only time get me out to the bar. I never really was a bar person once I got older. Now, I'll bet you it's the same thing now that it was then. Go into any bar at 2 o'clock in the morning and watch the frantic beehive activity of people trying to hook up. That still hasn't changed. I guarantee it.
Pretty much.
And that stuff like weeds itself out. The 4s, no, don't go after the 9s because there's 7s in the room. You want to maximize your potential. So the 4s are going after the 1s. The 7s are going after the 4s because they're not worried about the 9. The 9 goes home alone because nobody's brave enough to talk to her.
Well, it's because the 9's a huntress. If the 9 goes home alone, it's because it chose to.
If you ask me, anything with vagina in it is the same.
And I
feel like
if they choose to.
I feel like anything that rates man or female at a 9, it's leaving a bar scenario because it by itself because it chose to. Like it walked in, it deemed all of us uglies unworthy and unfuckable, and was like, I would rather go home and pleasure myself being a 9 than have to leave here with this 3 in answer to the other 9s about it in the morning. I feel like there's probably like a hall of 9s and 10s, right? Like the 10s, like there's like 5 like 5 people at the epicenter of it, right? Like the Justice League, and then it breaks down to like the other 10s. Like there's like a point system once you hit 9, like a 9.2, a 9.4, and then they're like, tell the 9.2s to clean the shitters. Da 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 da. I'm a 10, damn it.
So the 2 a.m. bar numbers game, there's a lot we can play with there.
But I will say this, that no matter whether they go home by themselves or if they go home with one,
I like that.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
not wrong. But
Andrew Smith. Look at the big brain on that guy.
no matter
plans.
no matter if you go home alone or with yourself, I suggest you try.
Peach and honey ain't over.
So, returning back to the show.
As always, our sponsor.
It's better than spit.
Makeup. That's where ugly women have an advantage over ugly men all day, every day. I've seen women put makeup on and become amazing. But when that makeup's off, oh my God, it's Freddy Krueger.
Well, I think it's like if you're gonna be a man and you don't want picked on about like makeup, you got to be creative about it. Again, that's like back to ugly people joining bands.
Eyeliner.
You know what I mean? That's back to ugly dudes joining bands. Learn to play guitar, you get to wear a little bit of fucking makeup, or learn to act, you get to wear a little bit of makeup and hide some of that shit. Learn a hustle, man. Be smart enough. Adapt. Overcome. You can do this. Put a cock extension on. Fucking Mark Wahlberg did it in Boogie Nights, and Boogie Nights was terrific. With chicks, the way that they get to hide their shit, dude, they're creative about it, right? Like even the selfies, like chicks will do the deep dive, and like they'll get like the lighting right, they'll get the angle right with just a certain amount of cleavage and shit. Like they're just more creative about ways that they can hide things than dudes. Like dudes will just bluntly take a face-to-face pic where you can see your extra chin and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a woman would never let her beard get like this.
Right.
Leslie Huntley does not know me in the real world, but I swear to God, she's crawling right around in my head right now. It's like, leave me alone. I know this is my makeup. This is guy makeup. And I didn't think of it that way. Leslie Huntley gets a note on the page. Beards are makeup for ugly dudes, because that's exactly what I use it for. You caught me. You caught me, Leslie.
Yeah, fuck ugly dudes love this beard culture shit.
I need a beard. All right.
Continue.
I still like the I like the Hall of Tens idea, dude.
What
What if we played with a scenario where it's like the Hall of Tens and they're ruling the world, and the nines are their Servians trying to work it up, like right, like on the point system up to a 10. But on the flip side, like down in the sewers, you have the ones and twos trying to fight the tens for power.
Yeah.
Too
I don't know
far.
about like at 9, it really gets nitpicky. It's like, well, he's got that unsightly mole to the left of his eye. He's a 9.6.
Yeah, like it would have to.
Now that makes you an 11. It's better.
I just want to see the scene where the
You
ones
talk about the Hall of Tens, and I'm imagining like that. What is it? The Hall of Justice, and it's just the superheroes sitting around.
Yeah,
They all have different super costumes on, or whatever. They're handsome costumes.
yes,
We're super handsome.
yes. And then now picture in the sewers, you have the ones and twos, right? And it's all the uglies.
In the
and the
sewers?
uglies. Yeah. And they're down there plotting to take over. And they're down there, they're plotting to take over the Hall of Tens, okay? So they're sitting there and they're having that meeting, and like they're like, okay, and this is how we infiltrate. And they're like, okay, so what do we do? What do we do once we make it in there? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, we're gonna make it into the Hall of Tens, and then what? And the boss man just looks at him. He's like, and then we're gonna fuck them.
Create a whole generation of 5s.
Now everybody's equal. No, nothing. Well, fuck
No,
it.
I like
thought it was clever. I think
Yeah,
it could
we
at
laugh.
least be a short little comic book.
Yes. Yes. Beards like makeup. What other aspects of life can handsome versus ugly affect you? Specifically, chicks dig bullshit and lies. Chuck Johnson spewing some truth. And I like what Michael had to say. It's a mole if you're ugly, but it's a
Beauty
beauty
mark.
mark
Right.
if you're handsome. That's funny.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Yes.
What's it make you like if you're like if you're handsome with fucked up teeth, right? Like what's that make you? Like how much does
Rugged.
It makes you British.
Hey, you know I know you're not because you pronounce the T.
British.
British. Oh, he is.
That's funny though. What if you're handsome but you have bad teeth? I think that affects your overall feng shui, and you're not handsome. You're handsome, but with a busted ass mouth or
That's
whatever
Brit-
the fuck.
That's British.
Or
makes
if
you
you got gigantic ears or big bat eyes.
it just makes you what? It just moves you into like a fuckable lane. Like I'd fuck him, but I mean, you know what
There's
I mean?
no way I'm taking
I'm okay
my
with you
friend.
being fuckable.
That's a booty call. That's not someone to go outside in public with.
I'm not taking him home to meet my mom with those big fucking saucer alien eyes or anything like that. But I mean, he did buy my drinks.
People get too hung up on looks as it is. That's why I just got to go with my personality, man.
Which is unfortunate for you since you don't have any.
I got to work on it. I'm still working on it, Jonathan.
What if
Holy shit, we're 11:42 and we only talked about one of our sponsors. Hey, folks, if you like to get giggles, tune into our friends at Eargasm Comedy Showcase. They go live on Facebook every Wednesday at 7. That's the, what's it called? Deep Space Podcast. They go Friday nights at 7. That's the stay-at-home comedy show. You get comedians from all over the planet pop out to do some short sets on Friday nights. So it's all live on Facebook. And then Saturday night, they do a little gig called Random Tandem, the weekly unwind. They just talk about a little this, little that, little column A, little column B, just a little goof off, a little fun. Check out all of our friends at Eargasm Comedy Showcase and our good friends at FNP, Funny Noises Productions. That's Chris Kettler and the gang putting on comedy all over Northeast Ohio, Southern Ohio, probably Western Ohio, Western Pennsylvania. That cat's everywhere. Check out an FNP show. There's a good chance you'll get to see us. They'll make you laugh to your FNP. Any plugs for you, Spike?
no, but that was a good plug. That made me laugh.
Peach and honey, anal lube. Now available in fun size. But wait, there's more.
And we can never forget our good friends at Peach and Honey Anal Lube. They're our biggest, most lucrative sponsor. Thanks to them, we get things like this white wall behind me. Back to the show. Premise, handsome versus ugly. What else do you have?
I have your green screen here. Michael forgot his green screen. As he's throwing that out and he's bitching about Peach and Honey's been very good to him, and they did purchase him a green screen. And Saturday, like here, let's just talk about it. Saturday, we went to a show. I didn't get to the podium. I threw a man tantrum and I left. My debit card and his green screen was in my bag, so it came home with me as well. Because I'm ugly. That's why I didn't hit the podium. They'd already picked their ugly guy in Michael, and then they had to fill in the rest with pretty people to balance it out, and there was no more room for another ugly white guy on the stage.
Can we just start judging people for being ugly on the inside more?
I'm going to lose there also.
Yes, I win that one as well. And yes, Michael, thanks for pointing that out, you bastard.
I mean, there is a lot of truth to that. Whenever you're like, beauty's only skin deep. Like, is it though? Is it? Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes that's just an ugly motherfucker. Like, look at him. Like, yeah, he can be nice, but
I think the meaning behind it is when you say beauty's only skin deep, you can be as pretty as possible, but if you're not a good person, that's where it all stops.
how fun is it to fuck a good person?
It can be. I mean, just because you're a good person doesn't mean you're not a freakadeek. Now, come on.
I don't know, man. I've never
I
fucked
feel like
any
a good
people
person
besides
smart enough
myself.
not to fuck any of us. That's why they're a good person. Like a good person's not like hanging out till 2 a.m. with you at a comedy club and coming home like, put your penis in my mouth.
I don't know, man. I think you can have a great heart and still be a little slutty.
Hey, I'm fucking off. It's okay. They're called jokes. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad out there. I'm sure everyone is a very
personally
good
trying
person.
to screw up my whole poon game. You know how I do it.
I'm sure everyone's very good people. I'm just fucking with you. Lighten up a little bit. I'm a shitty person myself. I'm dead inside. That's why I do comedy. This is why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm with Andrew Smith. There are ugly babies out there.
Super ugly fucking babies, man.
Oh man, don't you hate it when somebody has an ugly baby? And they're like, look how cute he is. I'm like, he's got your genes, right?
Yeah, it's like, fuck, man. They
You can
smell
tell when
weird.
somebody
What?
thinks her baby's ugly because they'll just say something vague as fuck, like, he's precious.
I like to hit new babies with the Bill Murray the first time I hold them. I'm like, you smell weird. You're terrible eaters, and you're a terrible burden on your parents. It's like, here's your baby back.
Not all cute things are always cute. Yeah, I'm with him. He said puppies too, and cats. People are like, oh, kitties are so cute. You ever seen one of those hairless Egyptian fucking monster cats?
I think they're all adorable.
You ever seen a back alley cat?
They're horrible. They're horrifying. And if I saw one of those in the middle of the night, I would freak the fuck out and probably whack the shit out of it.
Hey,
What about
don't
like
make
a junkyard cat?
you only catch these hands. You leave the there's only one pussy you allowed to beat up, and it ain't a kitty. Come on now.
Well, if it's ugly and it looks monstrous in the middle of the night, it's probably going to get the wrong side of the hand.
Mind your business, and you leave that kitty alone.
Dude, that cat
Look,
would
all I'm
fuck you
saying,
up.
if you're crashing at someplace and they don't warn you, by the way, I have a hideous animal, don't kill it.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you,
Fuck you! I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
you leave the kitty alone.
Not all cute things are always cute. There are ugly babies, there are ugly cats, there are ugly dogs.
What about people that buy those baby monkeys thinking they're cute and then they fucking get their face ripped off? Like, what in the fuck was you thinking? Like, you brought this monkey home knowing that it was a fucking wild monkey to begin with. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, look, it's so cute and small in a diaper. And then it grows to be like fucking 4 foot tall. And you're surprised when it beats the shit out of you in puberty and rips your face off because you told it not to get in a fucking cupboard and jerk off around your house. Like, that's your fault. That's your fault. Take responsibility for that. That thing wasn't cute. It was a fucking wild animal. You ever touch a monkey, dude, for real? Like, touch it? It's like they're carved of wood. They're not even made of the same shit we're made of.
I don't know.
I think about
Dude, it's so
I thought
much
they were
more dense.
ugly.
Whatever that fucking wild animal's made of, it's so much, that muscle's so much more dense than, like, we're like squishy compared
Yeah,
to.
pound for pound, a chimpanzee is like 3 or 4 times more powerful than a man.
Like, just dense, man.
yeah. I don't know. They should get rid of the pansy part because they're not pansies.
Fucking chimpanzee will rape your face.
Yeah, that's what did rip that lady's face off. The story you were talking about, that was a chimpanzee.
Yeah, ripped her fucking face off.
Dude, you ever see them fuckers fight?
Women?
No, they just flail like maniacs. There's no rhyme or reason. They just use their arms like clubs.
Dude, I watched the one rip the other one's dick off and then shake it around at all the other monkeys. Like it knew. And they all knew. Like it was like literally screaming and shaking this fucking monkey.
Like, I will rip your dick off, motherfucker.
And all them monkeys are jumping around and hooting and hollering around it. Like they're like in the trees in the circle, right? And he's fucking down there like that. Like, yeah, I'm the fucking winner and I'm the alpha now. And all I could do is like sit there and it was like, that was horrific.
Right? That sounds like the worst movie ever.
Ripped his dick off.
You know?
Woo.
Lorena Bobbitt style. The
I like
Bobbitt
the
of the
little head shake that I gave Michael. Like, did everyone out there in TV land see the twitch that he got? Like, God damn it.
Yeah. The Bobbitt of the Wild.
Well, fuck, we're closing in on it. Let's
We're
end
getting
up
close.
strong.
We're getting close. I've been trying to think of like an odd way that it can affect your life, but I don't know. Everything's so mainstream. Like Jonathan was so succinctly put it, every aspect of life ever. Yes, true. Like, what's a weird one? What's a weird aspect of life that being handsome versus being ugly? Is there ever a case where ugly works in your favor? Professional wrestling?
I mean,
Are you trying to blend into a crowd unnoticed?
Professional wrestling? I mean, does being a hideous freak help you there?
being a bodyguard.
Carnival people. No handsome carnival people. That didn't happen by accident.
Well, no, nobody wants to willingly travel for work everywhere and smell like cabbage.
They smell like cabbage.
They
Very
smell like
small
cabbage.
hand.
Already smell like cabbage, dude. It is what it is. I don't make the fucking rules. I didn't make this world, people. I just live in it.
So is that the one place where ugly is the benefit? The carnival?
I mean, is it a benefit? Because, well, it depends. Because if you're cusping
Like a
handsome,
Benetton ad.
if you're a carny that's cusping handsome, like as you age, you're going to get ugly, but you're the young carny at the time, it might be beneficial because you're just running around there slaying all that summertime tang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's ugly. Carny tang.
I don't think if you're working the carny, you care.
Maybe not.
You know what I mean? Like that's a very gypsy, hipster, hippie type lifestyle as it is. I'm saying you might not exactly be the best judge of character on whether or not you're fucking in a field.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's got to be some sort of scenario where like it fucks you, you know.
To be handsome?
Yeah, I'd say, you know, well, because nothing is, you know, just always a benefit, you know. 'Cause,
Combat sports.
well, but that's more of, I think, sucks being in contact sports if you're handsome.
I just think it makes it harder because you got more to lose. So you're more trying to protect your handsome face.
Well, that's
Of
why
course,
you become an
Roger De La
actor
Hoya,
first.
he was pretty handsome and he was a hell of a fighter.
Marriage.
Become an actor first for being handsome, insure your face for a lot of money, and then become a boxer. So that way, if your face gets fucked up,
Marriage. Being
and then you get
handsome.
married.
Being handsome will hinder your marriage.
Because you're accused of doing all sorts of things that you never did.
Well, like it's like the Ron White bit. Like I don't want to take credit for this thought, but it's like the Ron White bit. Like she's like the neighbor guy only cheated once, blah 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 blah. And Ron White, like, yeah, Tiger Woods cheated a small amount, but he was a handsome and a rich man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He had two worlds going on. So he was just getting pussy thrown at him all the time. So even when he did take it, it was still a small amount of the pussy that was being thrown at him.
Right. Like if you're an ugly guy, it's like, I don't cheat. And it's like, dude, nobody wants to fuck you.
Right. That's exactly it. No one wants to fuck you.
Yeah, what is that? Chris Rock? See, yeah, now this episode's over. It turned into a Chris Rock joke.
But I was going the same way with Ron White. That's one of those good fucking points, though. Like, if you're ugly versus that's the one time it hinders you, is if you're a handsome married man, because people are still trying to fuck you.
Right. Yeah, if you're not good looking, there's no like award for being faithful.
It's one of those things like where like the ugly dude's like, I would never step out. And it's like, yeah, because you can't.
Right.
It's one woman to sleep with you, and that's fantastic.
All right, let's recap. We're getting close, guys. So, for the premise, handsome versus ugly, we talked about being handsome drunk versus being ugly and drunk, being handsome versus ugly in having a car, talent, and skills is a requirement for ugly, handsome versus ugly in court. Good examples were Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy. Handsome versus ugly at work, sexual innuendo versus sexual harassment. Handsome with no talent versus ugly having talent or they're doomed. The 2 a.m. bar numbers game, where everyone starts shuffling around trying to figure out who they're going to go home with. The Hall of Tens. I'm sure we're going to be hearing about that one in Spike's bit. Ugly dudes. Beard is like a makeup for ugly women. So the uglies still have a way to hide it and still pass off as cusp handsome, as Spike was wanting to put it. Moles versus beauty marks. They're moles if you're ugly. They're beauty marks if you're handsome. Not all cute things are always cute. And the Bobbit of the Wild, the crazy monkey that rips the other monkey's junk off. Yikes. Ugly benefit. That's the carnival. That's the one time it's okay to be ugly and it helps you get ahead. And being handsome in marriage is the one time it kind of screws you over because you're always accused of doing things that you're not actually doing. I think that was a pretty good show, guys. We got 3 to 5 minutes there, easy. Anyone got anything to plug? Anybody going to be anywhere this week?
Want to see my dick?
Jonathan, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you have anything to plug? No one wants to see your dick, retard. All right, Spike, you got anything to plug?
That Area 50.9 on Friday. I'm not out in Mansfield again till March or whatever, so
It's March now.
March 27th.
Sounds right.
Yep. That's it.
On Thursday or on Wednesday, I'm doing JR's open mic in Austintown lately. Come check that out, man. You can check out Ty Hornbuckle, amazing musician, him and all his talented musician friends. Come on out to JR's in Austintown on a Wednesday night. That's Northeast Ohio, folks. And say hi to me and listen to some new stuff. I've been workshopping some new material. I'm going to be running this business here, a 3 to 5 minute bit on this noise we just talked about today, this coming Wednesday at JR's Pub in Austintown. That's it for me.
Yeah.
Good show, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you're tuning in late and you watched, don't forget to add your comments. We will look at those, and if they all fit, we'll try to work some of those into our bits too. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you next Saturday at 11 a.m. as always.
One joke at a time.
With Michael Copenhaver and Spike McCulley. Oh, got a producer, he's a real OG. Oh, yeah, I'm ready for